Tonight we're going to be opening some boxes. I'm recording in the studio. This is the first video that I'll be taping in the new studio area. This is not the studio, it's complete operating form factor. We don't have a proper table, we don't have proper lighting, but I noticed the last couple of videos I've recorded in the living room had a lot of noise in them because the lighting isn't bright enough. Because I designed the lighting in the living room to be a calm, pleasant lighting, which is great for eating dinner and watching TV and so forth, but it's not great for filming. So I think the lighting in here at least will be better. Anyway, so these are all packages that have come in either right before the relocation started, during the relocation process, or the last month or so. I just haven't gotten around to it. Some of the stuff is old and it'll be interesting on video. Some of it's just newer stuff that I bought just because I needed it and probably won't be of interest. But if anything here is of interest, let me know in the comment box and I will try to get to it sooner than some of the other things. So I'll start with this box from the A to Z. Okay. So we have here a switch. This is a Netgear PoE switch and a PoE camera. Not sure. Probably eventually do videos on setting that stuff up, but that's all newer stuff, so that's not really particularly video worthy. ISO Blocko. This is a surge protector. I bought this for the kitchen. It's an ISO bar in the form factor that just hangs out of the outlet and sits on the wall. We'll have a separate video on putting that in. This is actually it's two, General Electric dim from the end reveal light bulbs. These are fascinating, absolutely fascinating light bulbs. One of the most interesting light bulbs I have come across to date. There was one of these in the bathroom light fixture, and unfortunately it failed before I knew what it was to be able to do a video of it, so I bought some new ones so that I can get a video of those very neat light bulbs. Here's a telephone, a cordless telephone. What a surprise. This is the Uniden DECT 6.00000 DWX207 waterproof accessory handset and charging cradle. I got this from Digitan Goodwill for a couple dollars. Every now and again, I'll tell you, they have some really good prices on there. They'll list stuff that's super cheap, and for whatever reason, nobody bids on it, and so you get it for really cheap. This is one of these cases. These phones are getting harder to find, and they're becoming very expensive because they're kind of like, they're their own breed, and there's not many alternatives. That Panasonic one that's made today is absolutely awful, so I think this is really the best option by far, and it's a shame that that's no longer in production. I just remember buying these new. Just looking at the photograph on the box reminded me of I remember buying these when they were new. They just come out, and it just reminded me of that for whatever reason. I guess because I remember the picture on the box. We have the, whatever that, I think it's like a floral Air Force Ones. Pretty unusual model. In pretty good shape too. It doesn't look like this was ever used even. That's interesting packaging. Well, that's right. Christmas time is right around the corner. And I want to find a bunch of C9 frosted bulbs to put outside. Here's a set that I found on the A to Z. No idea if they're going to be any good. They were really cheap. I think they were less than $20 a string. So usually if the price is too good to be true, or seems too good to be true, it probably is. So I only bought one, and I'll try these out on video, and we'll see if they're any good. And if they are, then we'll buy more. If they stink, I will never buy them again. This box is kind of weird. Hopefully this is all on the frame. The angle, the camera's on the wrong side, so I can't see the screen. And the angle is much lower than I'm used to working with. Here is the Equitrack page counter. I bought this as a joke for somebody I work with. And take that into the office. That is some funny stuff. I still manage that antiquated system at work. It's still going all these years later. This is funny looking paper. Kind of unusual color scheme on these too, and again, like they're pretty much brand new. That's a common trend on that site. The shoe selection is really quite good, very inexpensive, and usually the stuff's in good shape. That's the case here as well. Let's see here. What is this? Running out of space on my little video tape. I guess there was enough material here. I should have cut this into a couple different clips. Oh well. The heck? What is with this box? Here we have some vintage flashing lights, hopefully none of which have Duracell batteries, and then this one is concerningly heavy, so I think that it may have the Duracell batteries. I'm not sure. I guess this is like a dual light. There's an incandescent spotlight and then a halogen, or not a halogen, a fluorescent kind of area light maybe. Let's see if I can open this up and check for deranged batteries. That doesn't... It certainly seems heavy enough to have batteries in it. I don't know how... Was that correct? I don't know how it comes off. Oh, great. What a fiasco. Well, this is going to be a thriller to clean up. What a mess. This is old too. Those batteries have been in there for a long time. Okay, that's gonna be a disaster. Well, at least we got one freak show so far. One freak show item. There's another one here of similar form factor, and it too feels like there's batteries in the thing. The switch doesn't want to operate correctly. Oh, there's probably batteries in there too. This is a pretty standard model. I think I have one of these somewhere even. It's just a basic Ever Ready. It's got a stinking corroded battery in there too. That stinks. Well, it's a 3 for 3 fail on the flashing lights there. That's not ideal. There we have have a hanging light. One of these. I want to open it up right now because it's got to kind of stay put for a little while. That's nice. I can get those pretty cheap on the Digitan Goodwill sometimes. I'm sure that's where that one came from. Okay, so we have foam jacks go around the house, and primer bulbs for the string trimmer, and air. Here's a light shade, which I got to use in the kitchen. Try and find another matching one, so then both fans in the kitchen can have these duck light shades on them. And there's 2 boxes left. This is also from the Digitan Goodwill, and again, it's like perfect condition. Allegedly used, but really quite nice. Lighter than our smallest box. At least the heavy box could go into the blue bin. This just goes into the landfill. I'm not really sure how that's better, but I'm being told that it is. Alright, so we have here some fans. These are, I forget what the come on brain, you only have to work for another few minutes. I forget what these are called, but they're those ones that are just powered by heat. Something generates the energy, and I can't recall at the moment what that is. But I got these for the stove upstairs. These are supposed to have a very low operating temperature. I mean, low relatively speaking, like 120 degrees versus 300 or 400. Oh boy. I have one of these already. It's a different model, and it just doesn't work that good, or much at all, so I'm wondering if these will work. Stove thermometer. I thought this was supposed to be ready to use out of the box. I don't know why there's springs and whatever in there, but it's just a basic little metal fan. And you sit it on top of the stove, and the heat from the stove goes in there and makes it work. I don't know. Alright, so that's that. That's our packages for this clip. Oh, those flashlights, what a disaster. Everything else seems to be okay though.